I wanted to do a quick video on some really important nutrients for your sinuses. But let's first talk about what is a sinus. Well, they're air cavities that are surrounding your nose, above the nose, behind the nose and the skull, and they have lymph tissue. They're actually immune tissue. They have this mucosal lining, this membrane. It has these different folds that will increase the surface area. Basically, what they're doing is helping you prevent certain microbes and things that are harmful from going into the respiratory center and ending up in your lung as some infection. So if there is some type of invading microbe, you're going to have an immune reaction, and there's going to be histamines going up and mucus, and your body will contain that microbe, whether it's a bacteria or a virus or a mold or whatever. Also, the sinuses act as a humidifier and a filter for pollution, so it actually protects you. And a lot of people end up with chronic year-round sinus infections, and that is simply because they have mold or fungus it's growing in the sinuses. It's not seasonal, and it's basically creating this low-grade immune reaction 24/7 where they have a hard time breathing. And so they might take an antibiotic, they might take certain medication, but then that weakens the system. So I'm going to show you some really key nutrients that I think will really support the actual membrane itself versus trying to kill something off. So the 4 key nutrients would be starting with vitamin A. Now, vitamin A is an essential key nutrient to support your inner skin. So that would be all the mucosal membranes and all the tissue that is on the trachea into the lungs. So vitamin A supports the inner skin and supports the mucosal lining, the cells that are on the inside of the body. So you can get vitamin A from cod liver oil. That's a really good source. You can get vitamin A from consuming liver. You can also get a pre-vitamin A, which some of it's converted into the active form of vitamin A through vegetables like kale and spinach and leafy greens, but that has to be converted. And I do recommend those foods, but just realize that you're probably not going to get the active form of vitamin A or very much of it from those foods unless you're doing some type of animal product. Also, zinc. Zinc is a real key mineral. It's involved in so many different immune functions, but it has the power to inactivate viruses and put them back in remission and dismantle fungus and bacteria. It increases the resistance to certain infections. So zinc is a real key nutrient. If you're deficient, what's going to happen is you're going to be more susceptible to getting infections, and you're going to have more problems with the mucous membranes. Vitamin C, which you can get easily from consuming leafy greens and vegetables, but vitamin C increases the immune function on many different levels. In fact, your white blood cells need vitamin C to attack different things. And then we have vitamin D. Vitamin D is probably the most important nutrient for your immune system because it's not really even a vitamin. It's like a hormone, very similar to cortisol. And cortisol is very important in your immune system, especially with allergies and asthma. Think about if you have asthma or you have allergies or some type of infection, what do they give you? Prednisone, okay, because it suppresses the immune system. So vitamin D is kind of a natural version of cortisol, and it's really good for your sinuses. Now, you can get this from mushrooms and dairy and the sun, but it's very difficult, especially in the winter. So you probably want to take this as a supplement, take vitamin D3. You can get this from vegetables. You can get this from many different things. Shellfish has the highest amounts. Stinging nettle root. I really, really like this for any type of sinus problems or allergies or any type of inflammation in general. It's one of the most effective things that I know for inflammation. But make sure you get the stinging nettle root extract, not the stinging nettle leaf. Okay, very important. This can also do other things too. It can help you with prostate issues, and there's a whole list of things that it can help you with. My last recommendation is ozone therapy. You could probably find someone local in your area, but you don't want to breathe ozone in your lungs. But there is a therapy that you can actually put into the sinuses or even the ears, and it will kill off microbes faster than many different things, and mold and fungus, and you'll breathe better right away. All right, there you have it. Those are the best nutrients for your sinuses. So if you want more knowledge on how to create a healthy body, subscribe now and get daily notifications.